Let's welcome Priya Singh, the co-founder of Chalo Mobility. Or when you started working with the government, what was your experience like?
Unless and until you do something for masses, world is not going to change.
What was that eureka moment for you?
I never thought about winning, and I won every single time.
So can you just help me understand that bus versus metro?
Metros are not the answer yet for India. Why don't you take bus? This is the trick question, and you failed.
Please don't put this on socials. I'm getting stressed. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Founders podcast. Today we're going to be speaking about something very interesting for all of India, that's our public transport. It's the heartbeat and the backbone of the nation and for so many people. But who knew that you could actually revolutionize this space? And our guest for today is changing the way how Indians travel. Let's welcome Priya Singh, the co-founder of Chalo Mobility. Hi Priya, how are you doing
Hi,
today?
thank you for inviting me here.
I'm so glad to
to be
have you
here,
here. Yeah, I think you're one of our first few founders who's building for the public and building for the public in an industry, in a space that I think we all see buses all around us. And I think when we're driving, we're just yelling at how bus drivers are moving, but we've never thought about how to kind of optimize and utilize technology to make this space better. Just a little context setting for everybody who's watching is, can you tell us about Chalo? Like in 2 sentences, just tell us what Chalo is about for someone
So
who's never...
Chalo is India's leading transport technology company. We live track around 30,000 buses in India, in around 100 plus cities, and on Chalo platform, around 4 billion rides we monitor.
Wow. And this is
so
all
that's-
integrated with BST and your local buses,
This
right?
is integrated with 100 plus cities.
Wow.
Major cities where we work very closely with government. So major cities includes Best Bombay, then Telangana 10,000 buses.
Nice.
Entire Kerala implementation 5,000.
wow.
500 buses. We are running buses in Indore.
Oh, nice.
So entire Madhya Pradesh. We signed a large contract like couple of weeks back, like 2 weeks back, I guess. I don't want to disclose
Yeah,
that, but
no,
it's
no,
one
fair
of the biggest city, and one of the biggest city being criticized for the traffic. I hope you can guess
Yes,
it.
almost.
So we just got the
That's amazing.
contract to
Yeah.
solve the entire city,
Yeah.
which is going to be amazing journey.
Yeah. Which was the first city that you launched this app in? Because I'm sure when you started, one other part of tech products in our country is also getting people to adapt to it, right? It's not very easy for people to adapt. So while I know digital payments didn't happen, it was also because a very big part of on the consumer and they were also learning UPI and trying to get a hands-on things. So how did you kind of integrate that in your first city launch and what were your learnings from there?
So I'll ask another question. Okay, trick question.
Yeah.
Just to know how much you know about bus industry.
Very less.
Who run buses in India?
The government, right? Like
Yeah, this
municipal
is the
governments,
trick
right?
question, and you failed.
Please don't put this on socials. I'm getting stressed. But governments is what I
So
thought.
I no. So 70% buses are run by private operators in India, not government.
Okay.
Around 30-35% buses are with government. That too in like mostly major cities like Calcutta, Bombay, Bangalore, then Delhi,
Yeah.
Telangana, Kerala, wherever we are working with government, their government run buses. But majorly 70%, just imagine 70% buses
Yeah.
in the city
They're
are
all
run by
private.
private operators.
Okay.
Either they have got contract from government to run on some commercial models, or they themselves got the tender and they are running the buses. So, so answer your question, our first city was Bhopal,
Okay.
and that was the contract was with one of the private operator because they got government contract.
Yeah.
And we have put entire live tracking and entire ticketing solution, and it was amazing adoption in Bhopal.
Okay.
Just imagine
Yeah.
a city like Bhopal. And what worked really well is that student pass there was a mayor pass,
Okay.
which they launched, and it was concessional pass. and people adopted like rapidly. Overnight, there was like huge adoption. Till today, also people know that, oh, Chalo app launched, and a lot of campaigning government did with us, and it was amazing to launch. And because I am from Bhopal,
Yeah.
basically.
And it's, I just feel like when you're also building something in the tech space, like seeing people adapt it so
Yeah.
fast is
So
also
it
like a
means
big
that your
deal.
product market fit is amazing.
Yes, yes.
And second thing is people need that product. Unless and until they need that product, how would
Yeah.
they adopt to it? So adoption in every city. Like we launched Chalo in August, officially August or September in Kerala. August, I guess. Within 1.5 months, there were like 4 lakhs download, 4 lakhs app download,
Wow.
and already more than 10% uh, digital, 10% digital.
Wow. Okay.
So it's
So
just amazing.
great adaptability from people. I
Yeah,
think, like you
and
said, it
we
was a
launched
problem.
Nagpur, and Nagpur's collection. I think ridership has gone up by 25, 30%. 30%
Wow.
ridership has gone up. 38-39% is digital adoption. औरंगाबाद जैसे शहर जिसमें 100 बसेज हैं सिर्फ 44% डिजिटल है.
Wow.
तो इंदौर में हम बसेस रन करते हैं, और कल रिव्यू में मैं पूछ रही थी इंदौर के जो स्टेट एमपी के जो स्टेट हेड हैं कि डिजिटल का क्या स्टेटस है, एंड ही टोल्ड मी दैट 54% डिजिटल.
Wow.
Digital means people are buying
Buying
ticket digitally,
and
not touching the cash, and they are not cutting the paper ticket.
yeah,
Just imagine.
this is the exact, I think, misconception. No, that every time I speak to founders and all, like we just disregard tier 2, tier 3, thinking they're still too
No,
backward.
not at
But
all.
this is a
No.
they're much more forward
They-
and adaptable.
Look at your reels
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Who are we?
Yeah, who are
Like,
we?
sometimes the reel comes and you say, भाई किस शहर में बैठे हो बिहार के, right?
Yeah.
So democratize हो गई है information, है ना,
Very nice.
इंटरनेट से, तो उससे लोग काफी aware हैं.
Yeah.
People in small cities are more smart, I guess, and they are adopting to new changes faster
Yeah.
than us, especially when it is public goods. I have seen people using it very effectively.
And I also think that because of the whole digitalization, they've also learned of how they can also live their life better. So they want to opt for these solutions
Exactly.
and just improve their standard of living. So I think I want to ask you another question here. You mentioned this at the start, but of course there are metros that are now coming into our country, and it is said to kind of solve the transport problem because they are putting it at places where there are no train connectivities. So can you just help me understand that bus versus metro, they're very different. They solve very different problems for the public. But do you think that that's going to change how the bus ridership is, or do you think there's going to be an increase or decrease with that being introduced in our country?
This question is very important, and this time I'll not put you on spot.
Please,
to ask
thank you.
another question. But I'll tell you the answer.
Yeah.
एक सड़क और बस को मिला के जब आप इंफ्रा क्रिएट करते हो तो करीब 25 to 30 लाख में हो जाता है. ठीक है. 1 किलोमीटर की मेट्रो बनाने में, डू यू वांट टू गेस हाउ मच मनी?
You tell me.
नहीं,
पता no,
करीब 250 से 400 करोड़.
Yeah.
करोड़.
Oh. 400 crore?
Yes. So just first thing. Second thing is infra. That even if you build like kilometers of metros, you will not be able to cater to people in India, because unless and until you solve first mile, last mile connectivity, and buses goes in places where train cannot even imagine going, right?
Yeah.
Second. Third is the kind of population we have. So they can complement,
Yeah.
right? But buses are base, buses are lifeline, buses are backbone. Unless and until you solve buses for countries like India, nothing is going to solve. Too much money, too much infra, too much efforts are involved in building a metro. They can complement, but you can't kill the city, na? Just imagine you're going to build metros here, and everybody is interested in metro because it looks
The new
fancy,
thing, yeah.
it's a new thing. But countries like India need more buses.
Yeah.
And London, I spoke to transport for London, TfL's chief strategy officer in one of the government meeting, and he was sitting there. Then I pinged him on LinkedIn that, sir, I want to have one call with you because he is the visionary man,
Yeah.
and he was speaking in that Mahua meeting that India is not realizing right now that India should not build metro, and India should not build metro infrastructure. India need more buses.
Buses.
And he said with his own experience that in 1960s we were discussing sitting in London the same thing, and nobody could believe that London can build such good network of buses that time, because that time in 60s we were discussing that whether we should get buses or metros, and we decided that no, buses makes more sense, and we went with that intent and objective that let's solve buses first, and that's when we created metro according to bus network, right?
Understand.
But India is building metro and thinking that bus, I don't know, I should not say this, but I think there is a gap between
Yeah.
both. But I think buses are more important.
No, I think what you mentioned, right, about going into the parts where a train or a metro can't reach, even what you said, like, I think when a person leaves their house to even reach the station, they need, like, like parts of.
So I went to Bhopal, and my colleague Shreyansh and I were sitting in a cab, and cab driver was saying, ये देखो इन्होंने मेट्रो बना दी, पूरा शहर खराब कर दिया, और जाती है कहीं भी नहीं है, ये 5 किलोमीटर पहले से आती है और यहाँ उतारती है, उसके लिए 5 किलोमीटर पहले मुझे हमारे लोगों को कार लेकर जाना पड़ता है, फिर वहाँ से वो मेट्रो में चढ़ते हैं, पूरा शहर इन्होंने खराब कर दिया है, और 5 किलोमीटर की ये मेट्रो चल रही है, इसमें कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं हो रहा है किसी का, एंड यू हैव जस्ट डिस्ट्रॉयड द एंटायर एस्थेटिसिटी ऑफ सिटी.
Yeah, obviously
Beauty
the
खराब कर दी
beauty
है,
goes away.
too
Yeah.
much infrastructure you have to create.
Yeah.
For what? Better is to run clean energy buses,
Yeah.
right? Run EV buses, small buses, 9-meter buses, 14-meter buses. You run whatever bus you want to
Yeah.
run. Just run it, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I think probably with your app we can see that kind of revolution come in. So how do you get profitable in a public sector? कि profitability क्या है? क्योंकि you're building for the masses. तो masses का you don't have a particular customer acquisition cost.
So buses
या
profitable
number.
क्यों नहीं है?
No, like I mean, if you're building in the mobility industry for the public. You asking me? No. I'll wait.
I was asking you, and you have to come with me on the field.
Yeah,
तो buses profitable क्यों नहीं है? यदि आप सोचोगे तो जब कैश में टिकट कटता है,
They are enjoying that I'm being.
Did anybody entertain you like this? The way I am entertaining?
No.
I'm very good entertainer.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're sleeping or playing games. So then, if three are interested, I know the guest is like.
अभी तुम लोगों को मेरे साथ फील्ड पे चलना है, तो आज तो इनका टेस्ट होगा.
Yeah.
श्रेयांश, इनका प्री टेस्ट भेज देना. तो बस प्रॉफिटेबल इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि बस के अंदर बहुत सारा कैश है. When you get inside the bus and ask conductor to give you ticket, many a times he doesn't give you tickets. He just takes 5-10 रुपए. बसेस में बहुत ज़्यादा कैश है. So wherever there is cash, you don't know how much collection has happened. And if the collection is 10,000, you take 2,000 rupees at home. Nobody gets to know how much
Yeah.
bus is earning, right?
वो tracking
Unless and
नहीं है.
until you put technology in that. This is what we are doing. So one is technology, दूसरा digital ticketing. कि आपका जब टिकट मोबाइल पे होगा, तो जो मैं कह रही हूँ कि 50% डिजिटल है या 40% डिजिटल है, तो इसका मतलब 10 में से 4 टिकट लोग ऑनलाइन दे रहे हैं, 5 टिकट ऑनलाइन दे रहे हैं, 6 टिकट ऑनलाइन दे रहे हैं. तो जब ऑनलाइन टिकटिंग होगा तो जो पैसा है वो सीधा सर्वर पे जा रहा है, यूपीआई से, चलो कार्ड से, या ओएनडीसी के
Paytm or
थ्रू,
whatever,
पेटीएम है,
हाँ.
जो भी है ना, सारा पैसा डिजिटल जा रहा है. द मोर पीपल विल डू डिजिटल ट्रांजेक्शन, मोर द इंटायर cash transactions will go out from the bus.
Yeah.
Right? Second option is that you run cashless buses, which we are experimenting right now in Bombay and Indore. So those buses are conductorless, digital
Yeah,
buses,
digital.
where there is no one. So you have to go tap in and tap off. It's like London and Bangkok and Hong Kong, wherever. So when you do that, then you exactly know कि अच्छा मेरी बस 10,000 नहीं अर्न करती है, 14,000 अर्न करती है, और मुझे मिलता 10,000 है,
राइट,
तो हर रोज 4,000 की चोरी हो रही है.
तो वो सब ट्रैक हो सकता है,
वो पूरा डिजिटल से ट्रैक होगा. वो फिर हम बहुत सारे डैशबोर्ड्स देते हैं गवर्नमेंट को और ऑपरेटर्स को, मतलब हज़ारों किस्म के डैशबोर्ड्स वेयर दे कैन सी हाउ मच दे आर रनिंग, हाउ मेनी किलोमीटर्स बस इज रनिंग, हाउ मेनी टिकट्स बीन कट सो फार. If 2 o'clock you are seeing the dashboard, and my team can show you the dashboard after this discussion, you can see that, oh, this is amazing data. What you get to know as operator who is running buses. So it's for you to make smart choices. If you know that, oh, my bus is running with 30% occupancy in between 2 to 4 p.m, you will say ना कि यार उस रूट पे मुझे 5 बस नहीं डालनी है. सो स्मार्ट जो मोबिलिटी सिस्टम है या मतलब शेड्यूलिंग सिस्टम है, वो हम गवर्नमेंट को सजेस्ट करते हैं कि सर इस रूट पे मत डालिए, आप इस रूट पे एक्स्ट्रा 4 बस डाल दीजिए. कलेक्शन है कि कैश कलेक्शन होता कैसे है, ड्यूटी प्लानिंग कैसे होती है, रोस्टर कैसे सेट होते हैं. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ हम सरकार के साथ करते हैं, जहाँ पे ये प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी की बात हम करते हैं कि आपका 2-3 चीज़ें होनी चाहिए. एक तो कलेक्शन बढ़ना चाहिए बस का, which is what we have seen in Nagpur. Second is digital बढ़ना चाहिए, which is what I was speaking about. Third is ridership बढ़नी चाहिए कि people should take more buses, which is what Kerala government recently published an article a month and a half back that they have never seen 10 crores of collection. 10 करोड़ रुपए उन्होंने कलेक्शन किया एक दिन में. Just imagine, right? Highest collection ever after implementing Chalo app. So if you don't bring all of these things on table, who will take your product? So these are the things, not from consumer point of view. You should also see from operators point of view that what you want to give it to them, because ultimately they are paying you, right? So this is all we do.
That's very interesting how you're also, I think it was such an unorganized sector, like all these thoughts probably didn't even cross my mind when I was traveling कि हाँ अभी तो पक्का. पर नहीं भी कि actually cash collection से किसी को पता ही नहीं है कि if the bus is full or empty. Nobody, like literally they don't even know.
So we are putting video cameras, 3 cameras, and we are doing AI.
Okay.
Live monitoring of passengers.
Wow.
And that is in crowded time, I guess 70 to 80% accurate. Just imagine. So that you know कि यार मेरी बस में 1000 लोग आ रहे हैं.
हाँ, बहुत crowded है. I can take the next
crowded
one.
है नहीं, 1000 मेरे लिए as an operator, I'll you will tell me as चलो that सर आपकी बस में 1000 लोग आते हैं, 800 नहीं आते. तो ये जो 200 टिकट आपके हैं ना, वो दिख नहीं रहे हैं 200 टिकट का पैसा. तो ये सारी स्मार्ट जो सजेशंस हैं वो हम गवर्नमेंट को देते हैं.
इंटरेस्टिंग. और आपने बहुत बार बोला कि यू वर्क विद द गवर्नमेंट. आई एम वेरी इंट्रीग्ड टू नो, क्योंकि इट्स नॉट ईजी टू फर्स्ट क्रैक द कोड टू वर्क विद द गवर्नमेंट, एंड सेकेंडली देन टू बिल्ड आउट प्रोडक्ट्स एंड पुट दैट इन द मार्केट. तो आई वुड लव टू नो एज अ फाउंडर कि आपने पहली बार व्हेन यू स्टार्टेड वर्किंग विद द गवर्नमेंट, व्हाट वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस लाइक, एंड हाउ डिड यू नेविगेट आइडेंटिफाइंग द राइट पीपल, बिकॉज from how much ever I know, it takes a lot of time to convert. तो process भी बहुत slow है. तो how do you kind of do that when you're building a business which requires government support?
So मैं good thing is I worked with government for 7-8 years initially. When I started my career, I worked with UN. I worked with National Health Mission. I was heading state for Madhya Pradesh. So I cracked the code that what they want, because I directly reported to commissioners and MDs and principal secretary. So I knew how they operate, how they function, what kind of things they like and dislike in people. So that was not very challenging. Another thing is that challenge is that you need to map your market, that where I don't want to go, where I really want to go. Third is in terms of your own criteria, that okay, if this city is very difficult and nobody understands that, even if you do 5 meetings and nobody understands that what the should be solving, what they should be solving, right? Then there is no point wasting a lot of energy there because um, it doesn't move, it doesn't move. Fortunately, this time, Indian government is very proactive and they are really looking forward to a lot of developmental work and they appreciate startups and MSMEs. And this time, another thing I am also observing that the entire bureaucracy is becoming extremely aware about sustainability, impact, and how they want to solve the city, and they are really passionate about it. So when some officer is passionate and you want to pitch them and you are pitching and they really move things faster, it becomes easier for you to crack the code. First thing. Second is what you said that it takes forever to sign the contract. That's true. It's not because they are slow, it's because they are compliant. Right? So when you do something for long term, you have to solve with process.
Okay.
When you have a 5-6 people team, you don't have to do a lot of things. Just imagine you have a 500 people team. How will you function?
Processes. Yeah.
Right? And if you have 5,000 people, how will you function? And if you have 50,000 people, how will you function? That's how the difference between you and government is. And we think that they are slow. I think they work harder than us. And I have seen so many officers, right? So many officers calling me at 11 o'clock in the night, Priya, jaag rahi ho? I said, yes, sir. Tell me, please. And I do this because I have worked with them directly. And I know that how officers and IS officers work. They are very passionate. Most of them, 80-90% people are passionate and they are good show. They like development in the country and they also like smart people. So you don't cheat them, you build trust and you make them feel that they can depend on you.
Okay.
And I don't think they are hard to deal with. This is what I feel.
Yeah, I think that's interesting coming from you because, again, like when you're not in that space, you're only giving an opinion that's a view. You don't
Yeah.
really know the deal, but you're right. I mean, from there end, they're probably dealing with 100,000 founders, so they have to follow a process to do their due diligence
Yeah,
because even it's like a government kind of getting tied in with your brand.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm asking you this on behalf of a lot of women founders. Is did you see a difference in the way they handled working with a women founder versus male founder, or there's a sense of pride that a woman is taking forth the public transport of our
Later.
nation? Yeah,
Later.
yeah.
And it's very welcoming.
Nice.
Unlike the typical founder community and startup community, wherein women are second gender,
Yeah.
second sex. In government, women are extremely welcomed. And if you are smart and you know that what you are talking about and you make sense to them, they trust you more.
Yeah.
And they respect you more. And they will always call back and listen to you. And if you are solving something which helps make their life better or ease their work, they are very serious and they are very respectful towards women.
Yeah. It's nice to know because boardrooms mein to it's very different
हाँ,
when
हाँ,
you
I have
see.
been part of it.
I'm sure. So from there, when you see like a government accepting it and still you see women struggling and women are afraid. They're afraid to work with the government. Hence, I asked you these questions because I wanted to let people know that it is not scary.
It's a misconception.
It's a misconception.
Only thing is that if you are, what I feel is that government still runs in a very structured, authentic manner. Right? There are certain things which are not right about government. We all know that, but this is applicable for every department or every field, right? If we take that part out, government is very serious to build something and they work harder than us. And I'm telling you not because I'm sitting here in front of camera. I have seen people working 16 hours, 18 hours. One of my ex-boss, who is a very senior IS officer, he was telling me other day that I said, sir, how do you manage work life? He said, देखो संडे को सिर्फ 2 घंटे से ज़्यादा काम नहीं करता मैं, संडे को सिर्फ 2 hours करता हूँ. I was thinking, यार, what is he talking about? And he's touching 60.
Yeah.
And I thought that we talk about weekends and work life balance, and he's
So
saying
much.
कि संडे में फैमिली को देता हूँ, सिर्फ 2 घंटे का काम करता हूँ, संडे में काम ही नहीं करता हूँ प्रिया. एंड आई वाज थिंकिंग यार ये कैसे होता है. एंड वन ऑफ द कमिश्नर वाज सेइंग कि माय चीफ मिनिस्टर कॉल्स मी आफ्टर 11 o'clock. The CM will call and sometimes I sleep. And then one day I told CM that, sir, I sleep early. So he said, okay, so what time you wake up? And he said, I wake up by 5:30 or so. So CM started calling me at 6:30 because he wants to finish the work before he start his public life.
Yeah.
Because chief ministers and prime ministers also have public life.
Yes.
They also have to face people. So, and you and I, people like us don't know that they are also working hard. They also have administrative responsibilities, their own OKR. What we think that, oh, government क्या ही काम करती होगी. किसी आपके लिए आसान है कह देना. कल मुझे कोई ऑफिस में कह रहा था कि हमारी बॉस कह रही थी सरकारी दफ्तर है क्या. तो मैंने हंस के कहा, मैंने कहा उनको पता नहीं है सरकारी दफ्तर में कितना काम होता है. एंड हर जगह काम नहीं करने वाले लोग भी होते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. स्टार्टअप्स में भी होते हैं. बट जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं वो काम कर रहे हैं. इतना बड़ा देश मूव हो रहा है.
हाँ.
जोक थोड़ी चल रहा है.
राइट.
तो वो लोगों को समझ ही नहीं आता. एक ओपिनियन है, आपने बना लिया है.
बहुत बड़ा मिसकंसेप्शन है.
बिकॉज आप काम नहीं. एंड आई एम जेन्युइनली सेइंग दैट आई हैव सीन and I work very, very closely with government. So I know how much they work. They are available on Sundays. We do our calls on Sunday afternoon. Sometimes the commissioner from Jammu, she's another lady. She'll say कि ठीक है यार, मतलब Sunday को 12 बजे कॉल करते हैं क्योंकि week busy है. Just imagine. And you are saying that government doesn't work. This is unfair.
Yeah, that's true. I think a lot of misconceptions because everyone makes their own opinion.
Yeah.
And I guess what you said correctly, right? They also have a public image and they also have the admin work to take,
they
take
have
care.
their
So
own
you have
OKR,
to,
yeah.
Fair.
Just imagine you have to meet 50 people in a day.
Huh.
When will you work?
Yeah.
And how will you perform?
Yeah.
And people come in office at 10 o'clock, 10:30. I have been there. I do like 20, 25 days. I travel to government cities and meeting government officers. They meet in the night, like early evening, late evening, early morning. Whenever they have time, they get time, they meet.
And they ensure like things are going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
like you said, the nation has to
understand.
move anyway. So it's moving with some effort.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting. And we were talking about you as a women founder. I just want to know because like you said, आपने इतना field का काम किया है. I'm sure you've gained a lot of insights कि, you know, what is the consumers of India wanting. In your journey of building Chalo and, you know, diving into so many different cities, what were like your top 3 takeaways that you learned about Indians which you probably didn't know or you knew but you were not really sure?
So there is a behavior in community when you work with large group of people. You have to take care of certain things. One is trust, right? If you talk about consumers, when you give something or promise something, please deliver it. You don't cheat them with money, that you are giving something and you're saying that it is value for money, second thing, right? Especially countries like India, wherein like 90% people are middle class and below that. You don't cheat people for money. You don't give them product which doesn't justify the commercial of it. Second thing, right? Third is the entire ideation on empathy, that what they want, what their struggle is. Not only customer, but also your business partners and clients and government stakeholder, that what their pain points are. If you do not understand that well, no matter how beautiful product you have, they will not take it. It is not going to make sense to them and you won't be able to survive in that business. So you have to be constant. So, and consumer is always changing, right? Look at the change, look at the rapid change in demands, right? Very aware. Consumer is extremely aware today. उनको हर चीज़ अवेलेबल है इंटरनेट पे, राइट? इतनी एक्सेसिबिलिटी है इन्फॉर्मेशन की, लंदन में क्या चल रहा है उन्हें पता है. और आप यदि कीप अप नहीं करोगे उस इनोवेशन के साथ, तो आपका यू विल बी फेल्ड, राइट? सो कीपिंग अप विथ consumers demand and empathizing that what a client or what a stakeholder who work with you needs. for value proposition which you are seeking from them, that you need to take care of. Otherwise it becomes, it's not, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense personally to me also as a founder to take money and take the project if I am not giving what they want,
Yeah.
and I am not solving for something which makes India better.
Yeah. I like
So
it. I think.
my complete objective and my goal is to solve for something which makes people life easy, not to earn only money. Of course, money is a byproduct,
Yeah.
right? You need that to pay salaries, but it's not the only objective that oh मुझे बड़ी कंपनी बनाना है और मुझे IPO करना है और मुझे तो और क्या होता है, एक एक चीज़ और यूनिकॉर्न
Unicorn
होना है.
company.
हमारी कंपनी में ये सारी बातें कभी नहीं होती, ट्रस्ट मी. कोई पूछता भी है तो हम बोलते हैं यू शुड बी लाइक कॉकरोच who doesn't die no matter what, right? What is unicorn? You solve the problem na, and if you are solving for public goods, you're solving for 100 years and above.
Yeah.
आज थोड़ी बस की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी, बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, बड़ी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने में सालों लगेंगे. तो उस पे एम है, तो आपको लंबा काम करने के लिए ट्रस्ट बिल्ड करना होता है, वो देना होता है जो चाहिए.
Yeah, and I just want to ask you like two last questions before we close. Something that you want to tell me and young founders like me through your journey that you have gauged, what kind of keeps you going? Because I'm being honest, with the generations to come, patience level or persistence and resilience is all becoming chotu chotu chotu
Yeah.
chotu, and
Yeah.
obviously to build a business, to build a brand, you need to have that sort of patience and that sort
You
of
need to have a resilience.
yes.
You need to have grit, courage, perseverance.
Yeah.
That no matter what is happening, no matter, right? You just get up, dress up, and show up. And I tell entire team knows that whenever they ask कि ये नहीं हो रहा, वो नहीं हो रहा, I have a single line: put your head down and work. Don't worry. You, all of us are like that. Our lives are same. We all struggle. You struggle with something else, I struggle with something else. But you know the difference between people who make it and people who don't is just one, that they stop, and the person who is making it there, he just or she just keeps going. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
So the consistency and keep going is one thing. Second is that stay humble. You don't have to be extremely fancy to become a big brand. The way you are, and I have seen you very grounded, and both of you are very grounded. Your parents, just
Yeah.
for a minute, I have seen them. So I think you both are well brought. You will make a
Thank you.
mark, and you have amazing team.
Yeah. Thank you. And the last question, wrapping up this entire podcast. So, as the name suggests, the podcast name is called Found Her.
Yeah.
We particularly put it because we believe that women are always finding something for themselves or for someone, but finding something in their entire entrepreneurial journey. We want to know what is Priya finding for herself through this journey.
Somebody was asking me this last week, what do you want? So, and where do you want to go? I don't think I'm finding anything, and I have that kind of goal, because the kind of work I am doing today, it's not that it will end with me someday. It will go on, and it's a big, massive goal. It's like, we call it Bihag, big, hairy, audacious goal, as per the Scaling Up book.
Yeah.
So when you are aiming to have Bihag in your life, journey goes on beyond you,
Yeah.
right? And you become a smaller part of that journey. So you do best, you contribute to the fullest, and you give your everything to that one thing which you aim to do, right? And then leave it there. Have fun in life, right?
Yeah.
Enjoy, because when I say that, I don't take leave, but when I go for meetings, I stop the car, I eat pani puri, I go for, you know,
Do the little things that
yeah,
make you
little
happy.
things.
Yeah.
Eating on. I went to Dehradun last week, and I was eating momos, and I was telling chais, and we went to Haridwar for a day for Aarti. So you figure out your as an entrepreneur, you will never get those kind of me, especially
Yeah.
when it comes to me. I don't get these kind of fancy ideas of traveling the world and having luxurious holidays, and people just wonder कि यार इतना पैसा है घूमती क्यों नहीं हो. और मुझे समझ नहीं आता ये लोग क्यों कहते हैं पैसा है तो घूमो. अरे कुछ और भी तो कर सकते हो ना उस पैसे के साथ. तो वो लोगों को समझ नहीं आता है. तो कई बार लोग समझते नहीं है जिस चीज़ के लिए आप जा रहे हो वो उनको समझ नहीं आता. उनको लगता है आप पैसे के पीछे भाग रहे हो क्योंकि दुनिया ऐसी ही चलती है. तो उनको लगता है यही है दुनिया. इट्स ओके, लेट देम बी.
There are people like you changing the narrative.
You do what you want to do.
Yeah. No, I think there are people like you changing the narrative, and I think this conversation was so refreshing for me because you have busted so many myths, but at the same time you've educated me about how differently can you view life and business.
You can earn money by doing anything.
Yeah.
You just do it the way you want to do it and stay authentic.
Yeah.
And money will come.
Yeah.
I have never been competitive, but I won each single competition. Wow. And I have like 1.5 kgs awards. Oh. And I got my first award at the 8th class, national award.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And when I crossed 7 graduation, I had 7 national awards in NCC and NSS. I went to RD parade. I had presidential batch. I had youth award with Government of India. So, and I was never competitive. I just got all of this because I was having a lot of fun. And everybody thought that I am very competitive. I never thought about winning, and I won every single time because I was having a lot of fun doing it. ये तो करना है मुझे. तो वो जो करने का मजा है ना, वो करने का मजा लीजिए. बाकी तो हो ही जाता है.
For the same, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Founders Podcast. It is not like any other episode that we've done, and it is so refreshing. I'm still making mental notes of what I've taken away, and I hope you have too. If you did, then please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.